Babe of the day. Babe of the day. Serinda Swan, Part 2. I enjoyed making the first video so much that I wanted to make another one right away. This video's riddle. Serinda Swan worked with Lockjaw twice. Serinda has been in a lot of stuff in the last 20 years. When an actress does as much as she has, weird, quirky things are bound to come up. One such thing is that she literally worked with Lockjaw twice. I'm not talking about the physical ailment. I'm actually saying she worked 2 times with characters named Lockjaw. The first time was in the 2011 horror movie Creature. This is an underrated movie that really gets torn up by the critics, but seriously, I've watched it and I like it. In an age when horror movies have become overdone, this actually gives us something a bit different. I'm a TV and movie buff, and I can truly say I've never seen anything exactly like this movie. The movie's title is generic. There have been a ton of movies over the years simply called Creature. I think that is what throws a lot of people off. The monster's name is Lockjaw, and that's what they should have called the movie. The movie follows that standard horror movie trope where a group of young friends go to some spooky rural setting and get picked off one by one. I'll be honest, I almost always hate these kinds of stories. It's an overused concept, and it was never that good to begin with. However, this movie makes up for it by being just a little more interesting in execution. These hip young people go to a Louisiana swamp where they discover a local legend that turns out to be perfectly true. Lockjaw is a hideous alligator man with his own creepy cult of followers. This movie gets incredibly violent, and by the end of it all, only Serinda's character and her boyfriend survive, both in need of some heavy therapy. The movie had a limited theatrical release before it went to DVD the next year. It didn't do very well, but it should have fared better. The creature effects were awesome, the cast was good, and it was a bizarre, interesting story that dared to be different. Serinda went on to bigger things after this. 6 years later, she worked with Lockjaw again. A different Lockjaw. Although this next project wasn't successful either, the working relationship between Serinda and Lockjaw went smoother. In 2017, Serinda was the leading female character in the Inhumans TV series on ABC. It was based on the race of characters from Marvel comic books, best known as supporting characters of the Fantastic Four. Serinda played Medusa, the queen of the Inhumans. I loved this character since I was a little kid. She was introduced in the comics as a villainess. Medusa was a beautiful woman with extremely long, red hair that she could control. Every strand was like an arm. We find out, in the comics, that Medusa was actually suffering from amnesia and was really the queen of the Inhumans. Once she regains her senses, she actually becomes a friend and ally of the Fantastic Four team. Most of the time, in any media, Medusa is portrayed as a heroine. The live-action series lasted only 8 episodes. Since the 2000s, live-action superhero movies and TV shows were hot properties. The Inhumans series was rare at that time because it was one of the earliest Marvel projects, TV or film, to flop. Especially since they started the shared continuity of movies and TV shows known as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU. Since then, Marvel has been hit with a lot more failure. The Inhumans basically centers on the royal family. In the show, the royal dog is Lockjaw. Unlike Serinda's earlier movie, this Lockjaw is friendly. He's not any less intimidating, though. Lockjaw, the dog, is 2,000 pounds, and he has the power to teleport himself. He is mainly the pet of Crystal, Medusa's sister, although he is a friend of the whole royal family. Except maybe Maximus. Serinda did a good job of playing the superheroine, and this isn't even a bad show. I believe it only failed due to the oversaturation of live-action superheroes. Marvel has overshot since the 2010s. Also, the Inhumans work better as supporting characters for the Fantastic Four, and there really should have been a tie-in. Come out with a successful Fantastic Four movie first that has the Inhumans in it, then make a TV show about them. Leave it to Marvel to try to force a phenomenon. Serinda's association with Lockjaw is an interesting bit of trivia, and it's awesome that two distinctly different characters in two distinctly different projects can be brought together like this. Serinda has range as an actress, and she's been in a variety of projects, proving her worth once again as a Babe of the Day, Babe of the Day.